Good morning, the Art Talk listeners. We're starting our segment with myself, Susana Baker, on a Tuesday morning. Thank you for joining us. Today we have an exciting show because there's a lot of buzz in downtown Miami. We know our magical city is becoming more cultural. Art Basel's around the corner. The center stage is Pam. We're so proud of what Miami has accomplished in the last few years, and it's been, with no surprise, a wonderful lady who's the Senior Manager of Marketing and Business Development for the Downtown Development Authority, Sonja Bogensperger. Good morning, Sonja.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Oh, it's a pleasure. I hope I said your last name correctly.
That was really good.
Oh,
that
good.
was really good.
Great. Well, with more, 20 years under your belt from tourism and real estate, you've really seen, the recessions in lands, what brings the excitement back, urban development, and then the tourism, studying what's happening with the visitors coming in town and what they're looking for. There's no doubt that I have seen through the art experience that we do our own visitors experiences with concierges and visitors from the north and all over the world, that people are becoming more culturally conscious, and their tours are not just about the beach anymore, and it's more about an experience, whether it's heritage or art. And I'm excited to see that the Downtown Art Days, which is its second year, happening this weekend, September 20th, 21st, 22nd, I want you to tell our listeners, because last year when it inaugurated, it was only 50 events, and I understand it's over 100. Can you tell us some of the exciting things that our guests could be in tune to?
Sure. And I would agree with you. I mean, Miami has certainly grown up in many different ways, and one of them certainly is culture. This weekend, if you have nothing else to do, or if you're looking for something to do that is cultural, please come and join us in downtown Miami. There's 130 events taking place Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at various organizations all throughout downtown. You will find exhibits, walking tours, openings, bike tours that will take you to various sites all across downtown. So if there is something that you're looking for, please join us. The event has an information hub that I would invite you to come to. It's at Grand Central Park, and it's open every day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 9:30 through 6:30. And you can come there, and we will help you put your itinerary together.
Well, I have to tell you, I commend the Downtown Development Authority, and with your supervision, I just see this becoming something larger than every year it's becoming larger. I could see next year. I mean, we know that Miami's taking center stage in an international scope for arts and culture, and I know that just with what we do in the art experience, we have seen the growth on a daily basis, and I definitely see downtown being the place on a daily basis to go see some of these great galleries and collections. And you got some really big partners here. I mean, from the Miami Science, also the Children's Museum, the Adrian Arch, the Freedom Tower, the Miami-Dade College Art and Design. You also have one of my favorite guests and friends, and somebody who's also a great pioneer in the downtown area, is McCormick Place. Sean McCormick, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Susanna. How are you today?
I'm very good. I'm happy to have you again on our show. Last time you were on the show, I got a lot of likes and buzzes and a lot of things wanting to know more about McCormick Place. Now, you're part of this, and of course, you're downtown all year long. Your McCormick Place has supported 7 floors of different artists, and I know my dear friend Elazar Delgado, I'll be there on Thursday for sure.
Absolutely.
To see his grand opening on
VIP
Thursday.
Grand opening, yes.
And what I would like to this is your second year doing an event with the Downtown Arts and Culture and the Development Authority. Tell us about the event on Friday.
The event this Friday is going to be what we're calling a multi-sensory evening. So we're going to be stimulating everything from art to fashion to music. It's going to be horizontal, a vertical environment as well. So we'll have over 22,000 square feet of exhibition space. That will be in the front parking lot of McCormick Place, which will turn out to be an outside venue with music, fashion. We'll have a headliner, Viviana G. from Petit Pois. We'll have a beautiful fashion show. She's unveiling her spring line, Wonderland, for the very first time. And so she's sitting up in New York, probably listening to this show right now at Fashion Week up there. She'll fly right back on Friday for that show to go off without a hitch.
Oh, kudos to her and to Sean McCormick and to McCormick Place. I think you're doing a fabulous job.
Thank you.
And you know how
Thank you.
much I really love to empower visionaries and people who really make a commitment. You know, it's really not, you know, you're a developer. You could easily turn that in, squash down the building, build a big skyscraper, and do other things. It's expensive to empower the arts.
It is,
you know?
You're right.
It really-
But I'll tell you, there's really three tenets that the project rests on, and that's history, it's art, and culture.
And I love it.
And that's why we're super excited this year to do the second annual with the Downtown Development Authority with the Art Days. The first year we had over 1,500 people come out. We're expecting about 2,000 this year.
Wow.
And in addition to the front parking lot becoming an outdoor venue, we'll have the gallery. We're specially curating a show of the gallery just with photography this year. And so there's going to be a lot of special effects with some of the photography. Other of the photography, you'll just have to come to see what we're going to do with that. We have our studios on the second floor. So the second floor will have all open house of the studios Friday night, Saturday, and Sunday. And so you'll be able to see everything from pop art to custom-made Christmas ornaments by Natalie Sarabella. The rest of the artists on the floor: Griselda Lecchini, Andres Condi. You have Oski, you have Sharon and Karen, Eva, Marcela, and Gustavo Gonzalez. Then, of course, you mentioned our friend Elizar Delgado on the 7th floor with Monique Lasoy. You can't miss that. And then, of course, Scott Dovengale up on the penthouse floor as well. So we are very excited to have everybody.
I am loving it. Now, Sonja, you really, I mean, I have to really say, tip my hat to you and to the Downtown Development Authority. I have been handed the most gorgeous itinerary book, which has a frame, an oval frame, very antique carved wood frame, and it's empty in the center. So I guess the reason you did that was because...
So you can set yourself into the picture, make art what it is to you, right? So there's so many different events taking place that no one image that we were looking at actually could portray that. So we said, we are going to do a frame, and you put into that frame what you perceive art to be.
What a great thought, and they're very smart, and it's true. Art is what you take away from it, and it's your perspective. You know, we all try to set the narrative, of course, and you've done that. I have to tell you, I want people to go online to see this, and where would they do that?
Right, I mean, there's a couple of ways to do that. We do have a Facebook page. If you want to go, so that is Downtown Art Days, that you will find on Facebook. The other way is to go to our website, that is DWNTWN, as in downtown, arts.com, or artdaysmiami.com. So there's different ways to get it, and either way, you see all of the events, and you can download the brochure from there.
And I have to tell my Arttalk listeners and also the South Florida Business Today listeners that don't get overwhelmed. I mean, you are talking over 130 events every single day from 9:30 in the morning. And just to give you a sample, I mean, you have The Island, an astronaut conquistador seeks out on Jungle Island. And then if you go, that starts from 9 o'clock in the morning, of course, all day in these events. And then you could hop on to the Bob Marley mural by Trek 6, which I actually saw him do it at the History of Miami. It was awesome. I really think Ramiro's doing a great job there, and I just love seeing Trek 6 do his thing. He's amazing. And so you could see that. Then you got Noors from Irreversible doing Giants in the City, which is in Bayfront Park, where you can actually see these actually monumental, massive in volume sculptures that are done with these helium balloons, like they blow up.
They're actually generated by fans. They're blowing air, and there's not helium.
Not helium.
The Giants in the City is a great project that they've taken off. Nora and her husband Alejandro, and it's an engineering marvel what they do with some of those art pieces and the sheer size of them. So it's definitely worth a look.
It is absolutely. It's what I have Christmas ornaments that I put on the lawn. Same thing. I just can't think of it right now. But then you have then you go into the beautiful Freedom Tower, which is gorgeous. gorgeous. And they have also a tour happening in their beautiful art and design. And then you also have the History of Miami, which we just mentioned. They're doing a gallery tour. If you haven't seen that, to really learn about where our prominent residents like Julia Tuttle and Carl Fisher and what got started the cultural American Riviera of Miami. Now, I have to tell you, do not get overwhelmed. They have a hub. Besides the events, which are over 125 in diversity of arts and cultural institutions, which we mentioned in all different downtown, Soul of Miami is also doing a perspective in different local businesses downtown. So with that said, go to the hub, and the hub is located at 700 North Miami Avenue. Can you tell them what they could find at the hub and what they could do there?
Yes, actually you will find us, the Miami DDA. There will be an information booth for everybody that would like to get more information. Cars to go will be there, so if you want to drop your car and pick up a car-to-go car, you can do that. The Miami Trolley will stop by, and they have a special route that will take people all around Art Days. Miami Science Museum actually will have, a presence there and will be programming throughout the day. So there's things to do during when you stop by there.
And that's fabulous because the Miami Trolley is free, right?
That is correct, yes.
And I think Car2Go is really very minimal, the cost, especially if you have your own insurance. I've heard it's like dollars to use if you know how to use it.
I think if here in Miami we can get in the New York state of mind that once you park your car, you should be able to get around downtown by using the trolley and by using the people mover, both which are free. So
I think it's great,
we'll have parking as well at McCormick Place. So if once you've gone to the hub, you've developed your itinerary. If you want to go ahead and park with us, you can do the same thing.
That's wonderful. That's good to know. Now, where's the McCormick Place?
We are at 111 Southwest 3rd Street, and it's right in downtown, right off of the Miami Avenue exit on I-95.
Can we get your website if they want to learn more
absolutely.
about it?
Please come to www.mccormickplace-miami.com or come to the Facebook page, and that is McCormick Place, Downtown Miami.
And I want everyone to go to downtownarts.com, and that's abbreviated DWNTWN ARTS.com, or go to Facebook, Downtown Art Days, and do not miss what our wonderful committees like the Downtown Development Authority is doing for us. This is about Miami. This is our city, and it's wonderful to be known as a cultural hub. All international eyes are on us. Let's keep the buzz going by our locals supporting our arts institutionals and our art spaces downtown. Let's not wait once a year. Let's not wait once a month. Let's do this on a daily basis. Sonia, thank you so much for coming. We appreciate all your efforts and your valuable input and vision. And Sean McCormick, thank you. Keep up the great work. I'm going to be partying my butt off from Friday. Well, I'll start with Elazar on Thursday all the way. Thank you guys, and welcome to Arttalk.
Thank you, Susana. Have a great one.